Hi, hello, I am Charlie, and I am Beare. And Joel has asked me to review a movie called WALL-E. Well, I was a small bear. I was very bored. And so I would watch DVDs over and over and over and over and over and over again. I have seen WALL-E in English, Spanish, Brazilian, Mexican, wine speak, and I've even heard it in commentary.
Everybody knew God knows Kung Fu!
WALL-E is a movie about a small robot named Wall, who lives on Earth after humans left because Los Angeles invaded the whole entire world and made it smelly and gross and bad. Everyone except the SoundCloud rappers left on big giant ships and went to space. Evil future Walmart stayed behind and tried to clean up Earth with WALL-E robots, which can put trash inside them and turn it into squares. And they put these squares in giant pillars, and then they leave them there, because that is where the SoundCloud rappers will live. WALL-E is the last living WALL-E, because all of the other WALL-Es died of being way too dirty. But WALL-E survived, and now lives in the hollowed out shell of another WALL-E, because as we shall see, he is a little bit creepy. He has spent 700 whole entire years collecting things while humanity was away, like fish, and not fish, and this thing, which I looked it up, and it is also not a fish. He also has a VHS which has a movie on it called Hello Dolly. Now, I watched Hello Dolly just for this review because I was expecting it to be a very good movie. It's because the trailer says it is literally the greatest movie ever made for any reason ever.
Now, the most phenomenally successful stage triumph of all time is 100 times more exciting on the screen.
It also includes Barbra Streisand, who is literally the most amazing human being ever to live. She was born out of Jesus.
With the most fabulous personality of them all, the one and only Barbra Streisand.
So I was expecting it to be a movie that would change my small bear life forever. The movie is very not so good. It's basically a movie about a bunch of 1800s people who need to go to horny jail, and Barbra Streisand hooks them all up together. Everyone in the movie also simps over Barbra Streisand, and they literally do a song for like 10 whole minutes about how amazing and wonderful and awesome Barbra Streisand is, including Louis Armstrong, and it's really stupid because the movie never tells us why she is so amazing, perfect, and we should all simp over her because she is Hello Dolly. We'll see shows at Delmonico's and we'll something in the world, and we'll go home until we suck some dick. My review of Hello Dolly is a no fish out of 3 salmons. WALL-E likes Hello Dolly a lot because it's how he knows what being in love is. Which, according to Hello Dolly, is holding hands. So since WALL-E is a hand virgin, he wants to hold a hand. Also, he finds a plant and he puts it in a boot because he is not very smart. And one day, a laser comes from the sky, and oh no, it's not a laser, it's just a big ship, and the ship inside has a white robot called an Eve. Eve is a robot who is very pretty and very nice, and has a big blue explosion, and also she scans things. And WALL-E thinks she is hot, and he does what I did as a teenage bear when I liked another bear. Follow them around constantly and stare at them. I actually learned this technique from watching WALL-E. One day, WALL-E and Eve meet, and then they talk to each other.
Name? Wally.
The robot talking is actually really cute, and is probably one of the best parts of this movie.
Directive?
But then a bad dust wind thing comes in, and WALL-E has to take Eve back to his hollowed out big WALL-E corpse, and he shows her all his things. including his prized fish. And then he shows her the boot plant, and then she pisses and shits and comes everywhere and then dies. So Wally does what any normal robot person would do, and roleplays being Eve's boyfriend with her shut down body, which is not weird and creepy at all. He even holds her hand. This is not consensual hand-holding. Not saying no does not mean yes, Wally. Then the big white ship comes back and rescues Eve from Wally, but then Wally climbs onto the ship and goes to space, and then flies through space for probably many years because he literally leaves the galaxy, so that is a fairly long distance. But eventually, he reaches the Axiom, which is a big ship where humans live and have all become Discord admins. They do things like golf, and go shopping, and be blue, and they also drink food in a cup because Jamba Juice must have gone through some kind of rebranding. And then we are introduced to the captain, Captain Reddit. He is the captain of the Axiom, which means he does very important things like announcing that there are cupcakes in cups.
Be sure next mealtime to ask for your free Septuacentennial cupcake in a cup. Wow, look at that.
But then he finds out that Eve has come back pregnant with a plant. So they open her up, but the plant is gone. So Eve gets mad at Wally for some reason and then says, "Plant!" So then Wally and Eve go to be cleaned, and apparently all the robots that need to be cleaned are literally insane, like this one that wants to murder everyone for no reason. But it turns out that, oh no, they want to do physical harm to Eve. So Wally rushes in to save her and then uses her gun hand to cause a mental ward break, so all the clinically insane robots can escape. So Wally and Eve escape the security robots, which literally just stand there because they don't have guns or knives or tasers or arms or anything, but they are armed with deadly cameras, and they take a really badass picture of Wally and Eve. So Eve takes Wally to an escape pod, which can go back to Earth, even though Earth is billions and millions of light years away, so I don't know how this little escape pod is going to get there. But anyways, she tells him to go back to Earth because he is an annoying little shit, and he says no. But then a little bad security robot comes in and puts the plant in the boot and the escape pod. And Wally goes in there to get the plant and he gets shot out into space. So apparently the little security robot activated the self-destruct button on the escape pod because these escape pods have self-destruct buttons for some reason. But anyway, yeah, Wally dies. No! Just kidding, he is alive because he used a fire extinguisher to put out the explosion, and he flies back to Eve. And he also has a plant, which is perfectly fine, out in the vacuum of space. So Eve tasers him with her face. And Wally and Eve dance, and Captain Reddit learns about what Earth is, and how it's really great, because it has dirt on it. Eve brings a plant to Captain Reddit, and he is so excited to look at Earth that he stabs Eve in the head and looks at her memories of shooting things with her explosion gun, and is confused because of the lack of pizza grass. Eve also sees all the creepy, weird things Wally did with her while she was shut down, and falls in love with him. What the fuck? So Captain Reddit tells his weed wheel that they can go back to Earth now, but the weed wheel says no because Sam Walton said LA traffic smoked the entire world. But Captain Reddit says no you. So the weed wheel says taser, and tasers Wally into the trash chute with the plant. But Wally and Eve find the plant again in the garbage place because the weed wheel is not so smart. Also, Wally is dying because this is an anime, and he has received a vague amount of damage, and so has to act all weak and stuff. Captain Reddit tricks the weed wheel into coming down and fighting him, because again, he is very dumb. The weed wheel is not a smart wheel. But he distracts him, while Eve puts the plant in the plant hole. But the weed wheel sees the plant thing and makes it go down by pressing a button. And then Wally blocks it with his big Wally body. It's actually quite small. And then the weed wheel pushes the button and then tases it Because that is how buttons work. If you push the button really hard, and then the plant thing crushes Wally and he dies. No, really, he's unironically actually dead. Eventually, the Discord admins throw the boot plant to Eve, and the ship goes back to Earth finally. And when they get back to Earth, Eve tries to repair Wally by replacing all his parts, because like I said, he is literally dead. He is not alive Wally. And when he comes back, he goes from being a normal, happy, regular Wally to a very much regular, machiney Wally, who does not remember Eve. Until she holds his hand and tasers him, which magically makes him be the other regular, but not as regular as the other Wally again. And we all learned a lesson. And this lesson is that if you taser a button, a Wally somewhere dies. That was the Wally movie. It was good. I would give it 5 trash squares out of 5 Wallies. 5 big Wallies. Okay, that is all. Beare is done. And Beare would just like to remind you that he has a Patreon where you can watch me make musics. If you like to hang out with me while I make musics, you can give me $1 on Patreon. Also, if you like this video, we will get views and money, so if you think we are good at making videos, you should like and comment. And if you subscribe, then I will give you a cupcake. Please let me know if you subscribed, and I will deliver your cupcake directly to your house. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.